Well, you are all going to want to kill me by the time I'm done with this video. Hey guys, this is Josiah, and today I am coming to you with a different type of video. This is kind of a controversial video, but at the same time it's also a discussion video. I want to create discussions on this channel, and I think that we have a lot of potential for that on this channel. And so I'm excited to create videos like this so that we can have these type of discussions and stuff. So over the past weekend, I saw Infinity War twice. I plan on seeing it a couple more times while it's still in theaters. As I watched it and stuff, I began to realize that I think that Thanos is the best comic book villain that we've had, and he honestly could be the best villain that we've ever seen on the big screen. So I wanted to talk about that today. I think that he honestly, I think he beats the Joker. I think he beats Heath Ledger's Joker, who we pretty much have held as the king of comic book movie villains since 2008. And Thanos didn't just like blow my mind because of how great of a villain he was. He also just blew my mind with how great of a character he was. You know, he had emotional depth, he was complex. But before you all start coming after me with pitchforks, let's discuss this in a civilized manner and kind of work through why he is the best villain. We all know that Heath Ledger's Joker was the greatest, and no one has come close, not even close to what Ledger was able to accomplish with the Joker. And I completely respect what Ledger accomplished with the Joker and stuff, and I don't want to take away at all from what he accomplished. But I do kind of think that his death does attribute to his legacy, and that's not a bad thing, and that's not something that I'm saying to, like, you know, knock down what he accomplished or anything. I just think that his death really has helped sustain his legacy in some ways, and has really just kind of frozen him as being the best in our minds and stuff. And trust me, I totally respect if the Joker is the best comic book movie villain for you. But for me, Thanos really just shook that up for me. So let's talk about why Thanos is the best villain that we've had in comic book movies. Thanos is not only the most powerful and deadly and dangerous villain that we've seen. He killed more characters and heroes in his movie than all other villains combined in all previous movies. And yes, I know that not all the heroes that died in Infinity War are going to remain dead. I am totally aware of that. But that still doesn't negate the fact that he killed so many characters. It was crazy. But I think the thing that appealed to me the most about Thanos, going beyond just how dangerous he was and stuff in the movie, is just how human he is. You know, he has real and raw emotion. He has guilt, he has anger, he has happiness, he even has love. Honestly, I haven't felt an antagonist who was this human since probably Gollum, honestly. Like, he really just brings a bunch of different emotions into this character, and to create just a very three-dimensional character. He isn't just cut and dry as we've seen most villains like in the past, you know, decade or so. And the thing that I really appreciate about Thanos is that he doesn't monologue. You know, he doesn't take, like, you know, 2 or 3 minutes to talk about, you know, what his motives are or anything. They just kind of flow naturally, I guess, and you discover what his motives are and what he's doing, why he's doing what he's doing, and through the process of all of that, you totally understand where he's coming from. And that's something that's just really intriguing about him, is that his motives, his point of view of why he's doing what he's doing, is something that, you know, pragmatically makes sense and stuff. It's something that people can just, when he's explaining, you know, what he's doing and stuff, people can go, okay, yeah, I can totally get that. I see where you're coming from, basically. You understand in his own twisted and wrong way that he's trying to help the universe, and you know, it makes sense. You know, he isn't just like the villain who just pops up in the movie and is like, I'm here to beat the good guys and stuff. You know, he's not that type of villain. He has his own motives. He has his own agenda, and he is basically just trying to accomplish that agenda, and the heroes are trying to stop him. So in turn, he fights them back and stuff. You know, so it's very natural in how his relationship with the heroes works. And the thing that's so crazy about Thanos is that he believes in himself so much, and his his mission, that he is willing to sacrifice anything and everything to accomplish his mission and stuff. I love that one little scene after he snaps his fingers and stuff, when young Gamora is there and stuff, and she asks him what did it cost, and he says everything. You know, he literally had to sacrifice his own daughter to accomplish his mission and stuff, and it hurt him so much to do that, but at the same time he felt that it was his duty to do this for the sake of the universe, and you know, he didn't feel like anyone else would ever do that. It's also kind of interesting how he like respects the heroes and stuff. You know, he what did he tell? He told Tony Stark after he stabbed him and he like laid him down. He was about to destroy him forever and stuff. He told him, "I hope that they remember you." You know, he's very sincere when he says that. He isn't trying to mock Tony Stark or anything. He respects the name of Tony Stark. I think he understands where the heroes are coming from. As much as he doesn't want them to stop him or anything, he does in turn respect that they are trying to stop him, if that makes sense. Like, he knows that they are doing it because they have their own viewpoint, and he has his different viewpoint and stuff, and those viewpoints are clashing, but he still respects their viewpoints and stuff, and I think that's really interesting. And a lot of people might say that he's just a CGI character and stuff, you know, he shouldn't even be really counted as a true villain or anything, but Josh Brolin brought, you know, he did motion capture those performances that we see in the film, so it is Josh Brolin's performance. It is Josh Brolin's voice. He provided what was needed to create Thanos, and you know, it's kind of this, I mean, you could say the same thing about the Joker. I mean, the Joker, yes, it was Heath Ledger's performance, but he had a writer who helped create the lines for his character. He had a makeup artist who did the makeup. He had a costume designer. He had you know, he had all the cosmetics and stuff. Obviously they weren't CG, but they were still cosmetics that were given to him. And same thing with Josh Brolin. You know, they both had different enhancements done to them to bring their characters to life and stuff. So you can't really use that argument, and I've heard a lot of people use that argument, and it just doesn't make sense. I think the thing that just makes Thanos such a phenomenal villain is that he doesn't really fit any of the villain molds. You know, he doesn't really fit like one type of villain that we've seen. He doesn't really fit another type of villain that we've seen. He is definitely his own villain. And because of that, he's kind of an enigma in a way, and I think that's just what also helps make him such a fascinating and unique villain, and one that we've never really seen before on the big screen. Every moment that he is on screen, you feel connected to him and intimidated by him at the same time. You know, and I think that's a very fine balance that they were able to accomplish with him. Anyway, I do think that Heath Ledger's Joker has a legacy that is untouchable, but when we break down just how complex and human and dangerous and powerful Thanos is, I think that we can all agree that he is definitely right up there. He is definitely in the talks for one of the best villains we've ever seen on the big screen. I mean, he has raised such an insanely high bar for comic book villains moving forward in both not just the MCU, but also like the DCEU. And I suppose I should just clarify that I think that the Joker is also like amazing. Before Thanos, he was by far the best comic book movie villain, in my opinion, that we've ever had. This video isn't so much trying to downplay the Joker or, you know, Heath Ledger's performance or anything like that. It isn't. That's not what this video is for. It's mostly just to give Thanos the respect that he deserves, because I think that he does deserve to be recognized for being the best villain. I just don't want us to blindly just, you know, shut him off because he isn't Heath Ledger's Joker or anything. You know, I want us to give it thought and to think about it and to kind of break down Thanos and stuff and to think about it for ourselves. You know, think through it if you think that he is the best villain or not. You know, it's just a conversation that we can have, and I'd love to discuss it more with you guys in the comments below. Please let me know what you think. If you think that he is You know, if he's in the talks, if he is the best, if he doesn't come close to the Joker, let me know. I do want to hear what you have to say, and we can talk about it in the comments below. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that you did enjoy it, and yeah, it's a fun video to make, and I hope to make more of these in the future. I do have some more surrounding Marvel Infinity War that I'd be willing to make as well if you guys want to hear some other thoughts that I have about the film. This film really did strike me in a really powerful way. I haven't really been this hyped and geeked out about a superhero film since the first Avengers film. This film really really hit me in a really powerful way, and it really just brought out that child who just loves superheroes so much out of me again. And I really just thank Kevin Feige and the Russo brothers and the whole cast and everyone who made this film. You guys did a phenomenal job, and I can't wait for part 2. So thank you for watching this video, and if you did enjoy this video, please leave a comment, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Have a good day.